Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say adlib. Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say adlib.
Llegó el que andaba ausente, el nuevo presidente. La gente me quiere como si yo fuera Vicente. Mi presencia se siente, se arma el ambiente. Mi estilo es original, yo soy diferente. Mi mujer tiene una mujer que le da placer. Mi mujer tiene una mujer que me da placer. Con tanto sexo en mi vida, ¿qué le voy a hacer? Traer sus cuerpos a la cama es lo que voy a hacer. A mí nadie me para, solamente tu hermana. Y tú bien sabes de lo que hablo cuando vio sus nalgas. Mi temor solamente es Dios porque es el juez. Le pido que me proteja aquí en this la la land.
Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say adlib. Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say adlib. Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say adlib. Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say adlib.
Para mi cumpleaños.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to H5C, your community where we provide valuable information to our members. And today we have another great show for everyone. Welcome to Radio Fusión Latina.
Welcome, welcome.
And today, to my left, I have Dr. Tommy Lee.
Hello.
And Doctora Vanessa Rodriguez, right?
Hola, hola. Yes, that's me.
Perfect, perfect. So how was your weekend, you guys?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got to check out the Walnut Creek Art and Wine Festival, so that was awesome.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
So what about you? What did you guys do?
Yeah, so I mean, we checked out the Walnut Creek Festival. It was a lot of fun. It was very packed. It was a great day. You know, a lot of vendors out there, and it seemed like everyone had a good time.
Was it hot? The weather?
It was hot, but there was a breeze, so you never felt like, oh my gosh, I need to get out of the sun before I melt. So
True,
it was
true.
definitely nice to be outside and be at the park. It's a beautiful park. It was over at Heather Farms.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
the one on
Walnut
Ignatius
Creek.
Valley
Yeah,
Road.
right
Yeah,
off
it's-
Ignacio.
Yeah.
It was beautiful out there.
Good,
So.
good, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much what I did was just spend the weekend with my daughters and, like always,
Well,
another
that's
fun times.
important.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Watching them grow before they grow up too fast and leave the house.
Yes.
So
You
you're gonna be bringing home that first date.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm already cleaning my shotgun, so we'll see what happens. So pretty much today we're going to be talking about what happened today on this day. And then also, second segment, we're going to talk about whatever, about your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Yeah.
into a lot about the history of chiropractic and
Oh, that's interesting.
how it came to be where it is as today.
Good, good. And then third segment, we're going to be interviewing Rocio. It's a success story from Opportunity Junction, and then now she works for us. So, Opportunity Junction is it's a training facility where they train, people to get their certificates and hopefully help them find a job.
Right
That's
on,
awesome.
right on.
Yeah.
Exciting.
And then, like always, the last segment, we're going to talk about upcoming events from the chamber. And Johnny, the president, should be here soon. He was picking up Rocio, actually. And
Perfect.
yeah, so tell me a little bit. That was interesting about you said about the history. Just a little small tidbit. How did it start? I mean,
Well, it's a very interesting story. It was back in 1895 where Dr. D.D. Palmer, he was a magnetic healer, and he adjusted. It was the first adjustment on Harvey Lillard, who was the maintenance specialist in his office building. And Harvey Lillard was actually deaf in his right ear for 17 years.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And after the adjustment, his hearing came back.
Yeah, so he went on to develop it through there, and we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Wow.
in the next segment,
I didn't know that was possible. So your hearing actually came back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all part of the nervous system.
Hmm.
I will
Interesting.
definitely get more into it the next segment, so stay tuned.
So you guys, So tell me what happened today. Do you guys?
Yeah, did you guys know that today in history, rock and roll was banned in which I don't even like, especially in Santa Cruz. Like, how is
Right.
that possible? But what were you saying? It reminds you of.
Yeah, it reminds me of
Footloose.
Footloose.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Was it religious or?
Well, actually, there was they had a party. Like, teenagers had a party in the Civic Center, and the cops came in around midnight.
Okay.
And they had an all-black band playing, and he checked out all the teenagers, and they were dancing very provocatively.
Back
So-
then?
Yeah, so-
Okay.
So that meant they were probably 2 inches close.
Sure.
3 inches close.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
That makes sense.
So the lieutenant who came on, who saw the party, he didn't like that, so he shut it down.
How long was it down for?
So I mean, well, it kind of spread around. There's parts in New Jersey that tried to do it too.
Oh, well, okay. So it caught on.
Yeah, it caught on a little bit, but of course it didn't. It's not going to last too long.
And what was it? What happened? How did they bring it back? Was it petitioned or?
I think it said that, yeah, it was petitioned. I mean, there's not something like that. That's where it's just fun dancing, which is totally harmless. You can't keep a law on it for too long without people getting angry and, revolting, I guess, against it. But
True.
that's
True.
kind of interesting, especially in Santa Cruz, which is like very laid back, fun, town.
You think this could ever happen in San Diego?
I don't know. I guess you never know these days, but I'd hope not.
Well, people are a lot more open now, so you're not going to see too much of that sort of.
That's right.
Yeah.
People are very stimulated with music to entertainment, internet. You're not going to be too surprised these days.
Well, and then I see here we'll drop the word recession.
So yeah, that's our business tip of the week. Talking about how people are not buying a lot right now, but people will buy what they value.
Right.
And you can see someone say no to one proposition, but will spend money on another. So get into the business tip of the week is when you speak to someone about whatever product you're selling, you have to understand the person in front of you. One is they need to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for a relationship.
Sure.
Sure. As you begin to talk about the product and stuff like that, I'll just listen to some Brian Tracy today.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
I like him.
And he was discussing how as you describe your product and you're talking and building trust, that's kind of like the dating portion of the transaction.
Right.
But when it comes down to actual purchasing, that's the relationship.
Sure.
So you have to build a lot of trust for the person to commit and find out what their needs are.
Right.
And unfortunately, there's a saying that people buy what they want, not what they need.
Exactly.
So
Absolutely.
it's kind of tough when it comes to sales, especially for health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You really don't actually pursue a good healthy lifestyle until doctor tells you it's time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that's kind of like what we like to do, education in the community, is to prevent that, because we don't want you coming in, or any doctor doesn't really want you coming in, until you're at your very last line and you can't do much to help you.
Sure.
So like same with any sort of sales, just letting people know that you're out there and educating is definitely going to be
Great.
how you increase
Great.
your sales.
Yeah, they say that people will pay for treatment a lot more than they'll pay for prevention.
Wow. that unfortunately that makes sense. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go into a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about your business, and then third segment interviewing Rocio from Opportunity Junction, and once again the fourth and last segment about all the upcoming events. So stay tuned.
Right on.
See you soon.
¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com. Son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ucaya y Sacramento.
Are you in deportation proceedings? Do you have a friend in jail facing deportation? If the answer is yes, we will find the best avenue for you to obtain legal status in the United States. Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
If you were ever a victim of domestic violence, robbery, or any other violent crime in the United States, and you reported it to the police, you may be eligible for a U visa.
Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
H5C in the community, where we provide valuable resources to the Contra Costa County.
Absolutely. So we're Radio Fusion Latina. The number here is 925-289-2371 if you have any questions.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, please give us a call. We're going to go over a little bit about the history of chiropractors. I'm Dr. Tommy Wolf. This is Dr. Vanessa Rodriguez.
Hello there.
And we own the New Health Chiropractic Center right in Concord, right off Treaton, Cal. And a lot of people don't know about where chiropractic came from. So, Dr. Vanessa, where did chiropractic come from?
Well, chiropractic officially started in 1895, but there's a whole history before that of people, healers, that I'm sure you guys have heard of that have started this movement way before then. So back to all the way to Hippocrates in 1460 BC. He was known as the father of modern medicine. So he basically said the quote of "get knowledge to the spine, for this is the requisite to many diseases." So he knew way back when that the spine and the nervous system was where you're going to find all the cures and, the help for common diseases.
Hippocrates, what he would do is that he would lay a patient down on his stomach and he would rub mud on his spine. And where the spine or where the mud would dry on the spine, that's where he would diagnose the cause of disease. Because when you have any sort of damage to your spine, it involves the nerves and the nervous system as well, and it creates inflammation, which is heat. So that's how he would start back in the day.
Absolutely.
So coming up to now, the first adjustment was done in 1895 by Dr. D.D. Palmer on his janitor, Harvey Lillard, which actually restored his hearing. Now, this is in Davenport, Iowa. So when this happened, it created a huge fuss around the town. People were hearing that Dr. D.D. Palmer is doing all these great things, so they started seeing him. Wouldn't you?
Exactly. It got actually so big with just in 2 years, he created actually a school just for chiropractic right in Davenport, Iowa, that was called Palmer School of Chiropractic. So that's actually still here today, and there's plenty more, just because people getting knowledge of the natural approach to healing is becoming so apparent and popular.
Right. Now, chiropractic, it was on the rise but then it took a big hit when World War I came around. So all the guys who were in school had to go off to the war. It wasn't until the 1918 flu where chiropractor made a huge impact. Now, if you're not familiar with the 1918 flu, it killed over 100 million people in 6 months. Now, what was big about that is in Davenport, Iowa, people were actually recovering from the flu, and it was due to the chiropractic adjustment. Now, there's different statistics, but one of them is that every time you get an adjustment, your immune system gets boosted up to 48%. Absolutely. So that's just on a side note. That's a reason why people will go see a chiropractor when they're feeling a little under the weather, or they get a cold or anything, because it's a great way to boost your immune system.
Exactly. So you were saying, like back in the World War I times, took a hit, and then chiropractic actually took another hit in the 70s when the Medical Association fought against them. Do you want to explain a little bit more about how that came about and why we hear so much negative comments around chiropractic?
Well, yeah, it actually began in the 1960s. The American Medical Association set out a propaganda to aim and discredit and defaming chiropractic in order to destroy it. So that's where you hear all these different stigmas about chiropractic, like chiropractors aren't real doctors, chiropractors can hurt you, chiropractors make you come forever.
They can, yeah, they're expensive, they're not scientific, all these things.
Or my favorite one, chiropractor is a cult. That's yeah. It really gets out there. But if those are some of the thoughts that you have in your head,
heard,
those are really, that's just propaganda that was put out by the American Medical Association. And it wasn't until the 70s that the American Medical Association actually was taken to Superior Court.
Yeah, and they actually lost. So chiropractic won that fight, basically against the AMA for slander. So all those, claims that they made about chiropractic weren't even true. So that's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's interesting too, because they were literally found guilty in Superior Court. But back in the 1950s, the number one reason why people would go to a chiropractor was for polio.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and the reason the chiropractors got licensed was for their ability to fight infectious diseases. So it wasn't because of a neck pain or back pain. It was literally for systemic diseases that people were getting well from chiropractic.
Right, and why is that? It's because the spine and the nervous system control everything. So if you have any sort of misalignments in the spine, it's going to cause direct pressure on your spinal cord, and that'll cause things like disease. So we'll definitely get more into the benefits of chiropractic in each segment to come. But we're getting ready for our next guest.
Well, yeah, just a little more is that the human body is amazing. Every 90 days you have a new skeleton. Every 60 days you got new brain cells. Every 49 days you have a new bladder. And that all happens through your central nervous system. So chiropractors, our goal is to restore the spine in order to restore the function of the central nervous system.
Absolutely. So if you have any questions, feel free to come to our office. Like we said, we're located on 4180 Treat Boulevard, and our number is 925-759-9722.
¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com. Son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ukiah y Sacramento.
Are you in deportation proceedings? Do you have a friend in jail facing deportation? If the answer is yes, we will find the best avenue for you to obtain legal status in the United States. Contact Kurosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
If you were ever a victim of domestic violence, robbery, or any other violent crime in the United States, and you reported it to the police, you may be eligible for a U visa.
Contact Kurosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
All right, welcome back to H5C in the community, where we provide valuable resources to our community. We're back with Johnny and Rocio here to talk a little bit more about Rocio and her business.
Yes, actually, Rocio is one of our administrative assistants at the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Contra Costa office in Walnut Creek. And the reason why we're here is because we wanted to talk about the organization where she came from before the chamber, which is Opportunity Junction.
Yes.
For the benefit of our listener, Opportunity Junction in Antioch helps residents in that community get retrained to get back into the workforce. So for the people who are down and out in their luck and they're looking for work and they want to find some training, Opportunity Junction is there to help them provide the students. They teach the students Microsoft Office, and they can actually get a certification, which Rocio has achieved. So thank you, Rocio, for being here.
Thank you.
So tell me, Rocio, where did I guess before Opportunity Junction, tell us a little bit of background about yourself. You know, where you came from and what you do in the past, and how did you get to Opportunity Junction?
Okay.
Just a few things.
Okay.
Let's start at the top.
Yeah.
So start
Start at the top. Well, where was I born? Let's see. Before Opportunity Junction, I didn't have much training with computers or any of the software that I am really certified to do now. But I went to school. I went to art school. I went to the Academy of Art University
In San Francisco?
In San Francisco,
Oh,
and I
excellent.
earned my BFA in fashion and merchandising. But I haven't worked in 10 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom / army wife for 10 years,
Awesome.
and
That's a lot of work.
ton of work. So actually coming to work is a little break for me. But yeah, so it was really tough trying to find a job even with a degree. And a lot of people are in my situation, and Opportunity Junction does help us with re-entering the workforce. Gives us admin training, but that's something that people are looking for.
Right, exactly. They're looking for people who can help process letters and file things and
absolutely.
create flyers. You're good at creating flyers.
Thank you.
So you should see the latest
I was
email
gonna
from
say,
the
maybe I
chamber.
should go there
you
and
should
take
change
some
you should
classes.
see the latest chamber email. It's put together by you and Laura and
Laura,
a
yes.
great.
collaborative effort. So yeah, how did you find Opportunity Junction?
Well, Opportunity Junction does. They promote with flyers. They put flyers everywhere. It's a free program. It's a free 12-week program. And I found my flyer, I think, at the library. I was with my kids doing homework at the library, and I saw a flyer, and I thought, like a lot of us that went there see the flyers and think, okay, that's good. I'll do that next time. I'll do that next time.
Right, something you put in the back of your mind. Yeah.
Right, because it looks really good for training, free computer training. So I just I went to the through the application process, and they accepted me. I think there was about 200 of us that applied.
Wow.
Yeah, and they picked about 20. And
they only accept about 20 out of 200.
Yes,
wow,
every application process.
Wow.
They do a few of them a year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I know they only have a limited amount of space, so I wish, I'm sure they wish they can accept all 200.
Right.
If they could.
Right.
But
But you have to be a dedicated.
You gotta have to have dedication
like
and a commitment, and you said it was a 12-month,
12-week
course.
12-week
Okay.
course.
12-week computer training, and then we do an internship as well, externship. I went to the International Institute of the Bay Area, where I did some admin work there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Externship meaning basically your other organizations are looking to utilize your services to put on your resume.
Exactly.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, and that computer work, it's so important. I mean, everything is on computers, so you think you can go on there and figure it out, but
it takes some time.
It's hard.
It takes some time. And being that you're business owners, you probably try to go into Microsoft Publisher or Microsoft Word and try to cut and paste and put your
It's a
own
lot harder than it seems. Like if you think you have a grasp on it, there's always more you can learn. And I'm sure you've learned so much valuable information. I mean, it's something that I want to take a class in.
Especially if you understand the programs, you can take a task that would be like an hour down to like 15 minutes, down to 20 minutes.
Pretty
really,
much.
if you understand the program. I mean, if not, you can be sitting there 2 hours and
trying to figure out how to change your
Yeah,
font
just
to
go
a certain
right.
size, and
Oh,
how come
yeah.
it's not matching, and why is this not aligned? You probably get all those. But when
Yeah.
you keep working on it as an administrative assistant, it probably gets easier and easier and quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
Good.
But it helps to go into a job knowing those things and not having to be trained on
Exactly.
the little
So
things.
tell us a little bit about the program. How's it structured?
Well, in the morning, so the first 12 weeks are computer training, and they also do a life skills class where you just talk about your the obstacles, why can't you find a job, and how to overcome them. And
set goals too as well.
set
Make
goals,
sure you're
yes.
knocking on, you're interviewing as so many amount of jobs a week, something like
Right.
that. Or excellent.
That comes on the later part.
Right.
So we do a graduation. So I don't know
love
if you've
that.
seen it on TV. They actually broadcast the graduation.
Right on.
So yeah, it's for
It's a big deal.
It's a big
sounds
deal.
like it's a big deal. That's awesome.
And for a lot of my classmates, that was the first time they put a cap and gown on. So
Oh,
that's a
wow.
big thing for them.
It is.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It was touching to see them.
Yeah, it's an
That's, I mean,
accomplishment.
yeah,
Right.
that's a
Right.
big step.
So basically, we found Rocio through Opportunity Junction because the H5, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, needed an admin help really bad because our current admin help wanted to get an education. And we're all for education.
Yes.
We want people to get educated and do things that are going to improve their lives, and we were all for it. On the other hand, we needed to find somebody quick. So luckily, we have a great partner relationship with Opportunity Junction in Antioch, and they sent us a few names. We did a few interviews with you and a few other folks, and we deliberated and chose you. So congratulations for being on board.
Team.
One last question. Tell us your role on in the chamber, just real quick. What are you there for? What do you do, and what do you expect out of it?
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah.
Well, I just started 3 weeks ago, so.
3 weeks ago.
Right on.
And
let's
already on the radio. You're going to
Yes,
be famous.
you're
for
famous.
that.
Let's see. Well, like you said, we do the flyers, the upcoming events, get the word out on what's going on with the chamber, and meet and greet with the members, and it's been exciting so far. I'm really happy to be here.
Great, excellent. And you're meeting a lot of people, of
Yes,
course. A
yes.
lot of different people, a lot of new people, a lot of, all sorts of people. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything about the job that you might have not expected but are just so happy to do, or just opportunities that you've experienced so far? I know it's only been 3 weeks, but
Let's see. I guess putting a name to a face has been exciting.
I can
Seeing the
imagine.
members and seeing meeting them. That's a good part of it. I like that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you probably get a lot of phone calls too
Right,
about
exactly.
members calling, oh, what's going on, or
Exactly.
what am I missing, or can you help me with this? And next thing you know, you're meeting them face to face.
Yeah.
And you're like,
You don't always get to do that.
yeah,
Oh, that's good.
that's good. That's good. So thank you very much for being
Yes.
here, Rocio. I know
Thank you for having
we
me.
got to get you back into the office to
Yes.
get more flyers
Yes.
out for us.
Get back to work.
Get back to work. And I want to thank Opportunity Junction in Antioch for being such a great partner and helping us with this. And for the business out there, always look to an organization that is looking to retrain a skilled workforce for you, because those are the ones that are looking to change their lives and are looking to make themselves a better lifestyle. So. Thank again, Tommy and Vanessa, for hosting this, and I'll be right back with your
you.
with the upcoming events.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll be right back.
¿Necesitas asesoramiento con respecto a un caso de inmigración? Nos especializamos en todas las áreas del derecho migratorio. ¿Quieres conseguir tu estadía legal en el país? Solo hay una cosa por hacer. Llama al 415-777-4445. www.kpblawyers.com. Son tus abogados de confianza. Llama al 415-777-4445. Con oficinas en San José, San Francisco, Walnut Creek, Santa Rosa, Napa, Ucaya y Sacramento.
Are you in deportation proceedings? Do you have a friend in jail facing deportation? If the answer is yes, we will find the best avenue for you to obtain legal status in the United States. Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
If you were ever a victim of domestic violence, robbery, or any other violent crime in the United States, and you reported it to the police, you may be eligible for a U visa.
Contact Karosky, Purvis, and Bogue at 415-777-4445 or www.kpblawyers.com.
Welcome back to H5C in the community, where we provide valuable resources to our community. So we just sat with Rocio, your newest member to the administration, so that was awesome. Thank you, Rocio. And thank you for everyone for listening, especially Chucho out in Antioch, who's writing in. We do appreciate
All right.
you guys listening in. So let's get into the upcoming events.
What's going on in the next coming week?
Well, we have a bunch of luncheons. They're always starting at 11:45, and they're all over the county. So June 10th is in East County, June 12th is in San Ramon, and June 17th is right in Brentwood. So go ahead and go onto our website, h5c.org, and all the events and information will be on there.
Right, and it's important that people go to these luncheons because it's intimate, it's small, it's about 15 to 20 people per attendance. The cost is really just lunch. Buy your own lunch, and you get to network for about an hour and 15 minutes, and exchanging cards. I like smaller events. I've always said I like smaller mixer events than bigger events because you can get to know people better.
Absolutely.
Make that connection when you get the large events. You get to be in contact with a lot of people, but sometimes it gets hard to actually create a relationship and create a good contact as well.
Exactly. And the locations for the East County luncheon is at La Piñata in Pittsburgh. At San Ramon, it will be at El Nido in Danville. And in Brentwood, it will be at Chapala's restaurant in Brentwood. So, again, go to
Now I'm
the
hungry.
H5C website to look at the location and register in advance. That's the best thing to do is register in advance so you know that you're booked.
Yes.
Yep, put it in the
Save
calendar.
the spot.
Yes. So what else is happening?
Well, we have a bunch of stuff happening, so let's get right into it. So we actually have is this a monthly thing? The health
And Wellness Practical Information Series is a monthly
thing?
series.
So the next health and wellness information, if you guys just have any questions, basically how to maintain your senior's lifestyle and advanced aging. So we all have parents, grandparents that are approaching that stage that would like to keep them in their homes and as healthy as possible. If you want any more information about that, it's coming up June 9th. 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock on 1875 Olympic Street right here in Walnut Creek. So go ahead again, go on the website and get more information on that if you have an elder in your life that you'd like a little more information about.
Yes, and our big mixer for this
The
month of
big
June,
mixer.
we're going to be at JFK in Concord.
Yeah.
That's the Institute of Entrepreneurial Leadership Center in Concord by Todos Santos Plaza.
And then we had the special speaker there, Dr. Raul Deju.
Deju will present opportunities for working with Hispanic entrepreneurs and tips for success for entrepreneurs.
Too.
Yes, I saw Dr. Deju speak at the a ceremony at the Black Hawk Museum.
Oh, wow.
There were 250 people in attendance watching him speak.
Big time.
He's a great speaker.
Yeah,
so
so whether
this is something that you don't want to miss.
Yeah, whether you're a member or a guest, the more the merrier. The mixers are always a great time. There's usually, some sort of games, appetizers, snacks,
And raffles.
And raffle prizes. Who doesn't
Raffle
love
prizes.
raffle prizes?
Lots of
Although I never win those things.
Got to buy the tickets?
I know, I got to
buy
buy
a lot
more,
of tickets.
apparently. Yeah, right.
So it will be June 18th, starting at 6 p.m. at 2151 Salvio Street, suite number 350. That's upstairs, right next to Susan Bonilla's office.
Oh, right.
So it's right by the Todos Santos Plaza. There's a parking garage with free parking. Members get to attend for free, and non-members attend for $10.
Oh, yeah.
What can you make
yeah.
with $10?
Deal.
And you can get a lot of opportunities. And so you guys heard of speed dating. Well, we have a speed networking event coming up, which is in San Pablo. So again, just another way to meet people and just a fun way to do it too, kind of breaks the ice in a fun way. So that'll be Thursday, June 26th at 5:30 to 6:30 at Helms Community Center on 2450 Road 20 in San Pablo. So if you want to meet a lot of people in a short amount of time, it's a great time to do that at the speed networking event.
I'm going to tell you this. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce 2 years ago launched their first speed networking event at all sorts of different sections, including Opportunity Junction about a year ago.
Wow.
And it was very well received. And this is backed by popular demand because the former employee that worked for us went over to the San Pablo Economic Development Corporation and started talking to us. We should do a speed networking out in West County. And we're like, why not?
Okay.
we could have people there.
Yeah.
So you go to you're going to end up meeting a lot of people. So whoever's going to attend, here's a tip: practice your 60-second
Yes.
pitch.
Right.
Get that
Practice
elevator
it.
speech.
Get the speech out, get it out, and bring at least 100 cards.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, also you have a couple pitches, figure out which one really works for you.
Yes, absolutely.
Good time to practice.
If
Great time to trial and error with your elevator pitch.
that's a great point, Tommy. If develop 2 or 3 and practice them and just throw them out and see what people think and get their feedback. Might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
These
That's
are
what it's for.
opportunities to do that.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes. So we have other organizations event. Our very own Liz Ramos will be having her Strengths Finder East Bay Network event through Meetup, and that will be on June 19th at the JFK University in Ellingwood, Pleasant Hill.
Oh, wow, so that's cool. And I remember seeing her at the last mixer, and she was just awesome. She just commands the audience and has a lot of really great advice that makes it really applicable and personable for each person. So if you're kind of wondering, where you fit or what your kind of strengths are, I definitely recommend checking her out because she's an awesome
She's
awesome
definitely
lady.
a person to get to know your strengths, and her thing is develop the strengths to develop your team.
Absolutely.
You have superstar teams. I think I chopped up her motto. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come.
Sorry.
We're gonna have to invite her next week to get her on and get her to clarify. So
yeah,
definitely.
she's definitely awesome.
Yeah, I understand you guys have an event too.
Yes, we are holding our Summer Shape Workshop. It's going to be this Wednesday at Fitness Evolution in Concord, right off Clayton Road. We're going to go over, because summer's coming up, what some people call half-naked season, right? So it's time to get in shape. We're going to go over specific things you do for your diet, specific things you do for your exercise, because a lot of people want to hit the gym, go 5 days a week, but really you don't need that much. So we're going to show you how to get the most impact of your workout, most impact of your diet, and it's not going to be hard at all.
Yeah, so if you want more information on that, you can go to our website at thenewhealthcc.com.
You know what? Since you have that event as well, let us know, and that way we'll help post it on the Chamber webpage and fan page on the Facebook and help spread the word.
That'd be
awesome. Send us some information, and we'll be glad to help promote it as well.
Absolutely.
Speaking of fitness, you can get this keg into a six-pack later on.
Well,
without intense.
Once you stop drinking the keg.
I better stop the milk then. So we have our very own Tanya of Aspire Pilates. She's having a special event out in Concord, and she's calling this the Juneteenth celebration through dance. Grown Women Dance Collective. This is something pretty interesting, and she puts this on every year. It will be on June 27th at Diablo Valley College Theater in Pleasant Hill, starting at 8 p.m., and also on Saturday, June 28th at 8 p.m. at the California Theater in Pittsburgh. Right. Tickets are available at brownpapertickets.com, or simply go to Aspire's Pilates Center in Concord and talk to them about it, and they'll be able to help you get tickets.
That sounds like fun, something different, something that you might not know about, but
absolutely.
It's always great to see those kind of things and be a part of that.
It's always great to try new things, get out there and meet new people.
Exactly. It's always a fun event, and we try to team up with people with fun events to, because we don't want to be boring during business.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of business, we have the SBDC workshops, and they're being held in all sorts of different places, such as Concord, Pleasant Hill, and Martinez, and they do all sorts of series of business owner types workshops, ranging from ADA workshop to how to become compliant to business planning. So please go to the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce website and look for these events and look for the useful resources links, because we're here to help.
They're awesome. Yeah, I mean, we saw them a lot when we first started our business, and they were so helpful, and it's all, if not everything, most of it's completely free to you. So it's definitely an untapped resource that can help you either start a business if you're thinking about starting a business, or if you're already in business and just need help with a few different areas. There's always something to learn.
Exactly.
Yeah, they got workshops on creating a business plan to even social media marketing. So it's a great resource to check out if you have your own business or think about starting one.
Excellent. And SBDCs has been a great partner of ours. And we always enjoy them, and for you guys also, get to know the folks over there, because they can connect you with other businesses.
Oh yeah.
So business entrepreneurs out there, start with the SBDC, come to the chamber, let us know how we can help. Are we out of time, Douglas? One more break. So at this time we'll take one more break, a music break, and we'll be back in a few moments.
Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say ad-lib. Opposite of average, I'm red, won't spell backward. Since the feds record my phone calls, I say ad-lib.
Llegó el que andaba ausente, el nuevo presidente. La gente me quiere.
Siéntete tranquila, que yo estoy aquí para ti, y sabiendo que eres mía, yo cuidaré de ti. abrir. Tanto tiempo perdido y yo sin saber de ti. Y ya no puedo estar sin ti. Ya no, todo comenzó en una noche de abril. Tanto miedo que sientes al entregar tu corazón. Solo quiero que entiendas que por ti mi vida cambió. Si tú crees en mí, no te fallaré. Si me miras así, recordaré lo que pasó esa noche de abril. Siéntete tranquila, que ya estoy aquí para ti. Y ahora que ya eres mía, yo siempre cuidaré de ti. Tanto tiempo buscándote y de repente llego a abrir. Tanto tiempo perdido y yo sin saber de ti. Ya no puedo estar sin ti. No, ya no, todo comenzó en una noche de abril.
Welcome back to H5C in the community, where we provide valuable resources for our community with the help of Radio Fusion Latina.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
No, we were talking about upcoming events earlier, and then we're going to talk about our big events
Yes.
this coming year.
Don't want to miss these ones.
Which one are we going to miss? Or not going to miss?
Well, let's talk about the one that's coming up first. It's the Latin Festival, Latin Culture Festival, which
Yes.
is going to be awesome.
It's going to be on August 23rd. We're anticipating about 3,000 attendees. and it's going to be at Todos Santos Plaza. So what we're going to do is we're going to occupy that whole square.
Take it over.
Take it over. We're going to bring in entertainers. We're going to bring in music. We're going to bring in food. We're going to bring in activities for the kids.
I know there's going to be a chiropractor.
Yeah. Oh, what's the chiropractor's
Two,
name? Two, huh? It could it be New Health?
Health screenings. We also have discount promotions on. You can get some free X-rays depending on what's going on. So come on by. We'd love to see you.
You're
Yeah.
going to have the massage chair too?
We may.
Uh-oh.
You
Uh-oh.
guys are
You're
lucky.
lucky.
I feel lucky.
Yeah, but I just was talking to who's on the director of the board there, and they were just saying they really make it very family friendly. So if you have kids, it's another fun event to do outside in the summer. That's going to be very inexpensive and a lot of activities. So you definitely won't get bored, and you'll learn something, and then you get to see beautiful dancing, eat great food. And have a lot of fun.
Have a lot of fun,
Yeah.
definitely. One of the a great component of this, and when you're speaking to the chairperson of the planning committee, he always throws in the cultural awareness component for each
Yes.
booth.
Yes.
So basically, the cultural component would have to do with something in Latin America or in the Latin American countries. So every booth will be different. They'll have their own. Last year, the chairman had his own booth for his law firm, and he
great.
built a Mayan pyramid or temple out of Legos.
That's awesome.
It was huge.
Yeah.
It was the size of this table, about that high. It was amazing. And everybody else had a different component. I saw one with a piñata making contest and all sorts of different fun activities for the kids. So again, August 23rd, sponsorships are still available. We're still looking for vendor booths. We're also looking for volunteers. So if you're looking to do something for the day and have fun and meet people, be outside.
Yeah.
That is the perfect day to be outside. I don't think it's going to rain, to be honest with you.
If it rains in
I'm
August.
not gonna call it right now. So I don't.
Yeah, we might be in trouble.
We might be in trouble. Well, no rain for now.
No rain.
That's my forecast.
Yeah, clear blue skies.
One thing that we haven't been mentioning is a big event that's coming up in September. And this is called the Hispanic Business Salute. The Hispanic Business Salute is basically all the Northern Region Hispanic chambers of commerce that are coming together and to promote the Northern Region and to promote their local businesses within each certain sections. And it's going to be held at the Concord Hilton on September 25th. And it's going to be a gala, awards, expo portion, as well as a presentation. And then there's going to be a scholarship component as well. So save the date, September 25th, Hispanic Business Salute. And one of our very own members, Elias Landa, I won't say it. I almost said it. It's a secret right now. But one of our members will be honored as a business member of the year in the business salute.
That's just another perk of being part of the community in the chamber is that you get to meet a bunch of other business people, especially in the whole area that you were saying in North County, and then you get recognized
That's
for doing a
correct.
good job. So who doesn't love to get awards and to get
recognition
recognized?
and get accomplishments.
At the very least, you get to meet some key people that may help introduce you to a new client for your business.
Absolutely.
Right.
So whether it's local electeds that's helping run a local city or the county level or even one of the public agency level, they may need some sort of a service within your service or with another service. So if you're a business owner, again, it's always wise to be in touch with key personnel and key elected people in order to one, do business, and two, do business.
And
It's
have
really
fun
all about
and
business.
do business.
It's really all about doing business and living out here in beautiful Contra Costa County.
Yes.
So we also have committees that are always ongoing. Planning committees. Why do we have planning committees? Because we need to get things done.
Get things planned.
To get things planned. So the festival committee is meeting on June 9th at 4 p.m. at the chamber office. We have our government affairs committee.
Wow.
Government affairs is actually very crucial because aside from being a membership organization for the businesses, we're also an advocate for the businesses.
Sure.
So we're going to go out there and we're going to go to your local electeds and say, hey, we got an issue, or say, hey, we like to support this effort, or whatever voice you need will be there. So government affairs typically meets on the second Thursday. It will be coming up June 12th, starting at 1 p.m. at the chamber office.
Great.
We also have a membership committee, and I'm telling everyone this, that if you're new to the chamber, and not just you and everybody else, but everybody else, membership is where you want to be as far as the committee is concerned. Why? Because you get to meet new members on top of the members that you're going to meet. You also get to meet, hold functions such as orientations. So being on a new membership committee, it's really I call it the outreach portion of the chamber. So if you're outreaching anyways for the chamber, you can talk about your business. We allow that because you're ambassador, you're the face of the chamber. You talk about chamber, next thing you know, you're talking about your own business. I mean, I became an ambassador for one reason. Nobody likes to talk about insurance. But once they talk about chamber, then I can talk to them about insurance.
There you go.
You're in.
Win-win right there.
There's your in. So the membership committee meets every month, and sometimes they meet remotely. Sometimes they go and meet in a neighborhood and start knocking on doors and talking about the chamber.
That's great.
So it's an outreach effort for us, and it's a community effort. So anybody that's interested in becoming a member and then jumping up on these committees, those are the committees that are probably the most beneficial for everyone.
Oh, that's good. Just another way to get involved in the community in a different
On a different level.
Yeah, on a different level, yeah.
Meet more people. You just get involved with different groups, and I mean that'll lead to different groups, and it's just more business.
The more context and making contacts into contracts. That's what one person said.
Sign it.
I stole that from someone. It's not mine. I took that from somebody, but it has a great ring to it.
It does.
So anyways, I'm Johnny, the president of the Hispanic Chamber. Thank you, Vanessa, and thank you, Tommy.
you.
We'll see you again.
Yes, in a couple weeks.
Excellent. And we'll be back next week.
Bye, guys.
With a drink in her hand, shorty looking really fly, there you go. Chicken look as fine as you.